Hello, welcome to Wed's Reading Room Owlets for children of 7 and under and their parents and grandparents. I hope you're going to like the books I've chosen this month for you. I've sent loads of wonderful books for children and I choose the very best of the recently published books. The first one for younger readers is one of the Axel Storm series, and this is Axel Storm Pirate Curse, and this is by the writer and illustrator Sue Rayner. And then the second book for slightly older readers is Bad Cat, Good Cat, and this is by Lynn Reid Banks. This also has wonderful illustrations by Tony Ross. So for slightly younger readers then, Pirate Curse. If you've met Axel before, you will know that his parents are rock stars and they're absolutely incredibly rich. Axel is able to do sort of anything he wants, and in the holidays he's hoping to go scuba diving and swimming and so on. But his parents aren't very keen on him going out because the photographers are always after, because he's a bit of a star, being the son of parents like them. So they try to keep him in a lot of the time. However, they are contacted by Uncle Rackham, and he wants Axel to help. And I'm going to read to you a little bit from near the beginning of the story. "Can I borrow Axel for a few days?" Uncle Rackham asked. "I need help. He hushed his voice and whispered, "I'm searching for pirate treasure." "Pirate treasure!" Axel whooped. "Please let me go, Dad." "Your mum would never agree," Dad said, trying to think of a reason to say no. "But I'm so bored here," Alex wailed. It was true. There was nothing for Axel to do on the island without being photographed for the papers. "Oh, all right then," Dad said reluctantly. "You can go, but Uncle Rackham will have to smuggle you off the island without anyone noticing. And I don't want you having one of your wild adventures." "Yay!" Axel whooped. Well, of course they are going to have one of their wild adventures, but is Axel going to be able to help Uncle Rackham to find the buried pirate treasure, or are they actually both going to be affected by the evil pirate curse? It's a fantastic book, great fun for confident readers on their own, or for children to read with parents, grandparents, or with friends. It really is absolutely super. Bad Cat, Good Cat is for slightly older readers, although I'm sure younger ones would enjoy this book if they're reading with parents, grandparents, or if they're reading to the children. The story is obviously about some cats. There are two children, David and Paloma, who live next door to each other. They're great friends and they're both absolutely mad about cats. They love reading about cats. They haven't got a cat at the moment, either of them. They love reading about cats, and David particularly enjoys reading quite serious books about cats, learning about the history of them and so on, and he collects a lot of cat words and tells Paloma a lot of these. Now it's coming up to David's birthday and he's given the choice of two presents, and one is a cat, so you can probably guess which one it is that he wants. So from very near the beginning of the story. When David first saw him, he was so happy he couldn't speak or move. He just stood there gazing. Out of the carry box came a snow-white cat with long, silky fur. He stalked out of the little gate, his tail unfolded and stuck up straight. When he saw David, he stood still and gazed back. He had blue eyes. He was the most beautiful creature David had ever seen. "Are you pleased with him?" his dad asked. David shook his head. Shaking your head usually means no, but in this case it meant, "I'm so pleased I don't know what to say." He just silently hugged his mum and then his dad, and then bent down, picked up the cat and tried to hug him too. But things aren't always what they seem. Now, David eventually decides on a name for the cat, Turk, and Paloma next door also gets a cat, her Peony. Now, the children are great friends, and the cats, well, you know, they have to get to know each other. Now, the families decide to go on holiday together, and the two children are sort of rather tricked into going without the cats. So off they go to Wales, and the cats end up having to actually fend not just for themselves but for each other. They get into some incredible adventures. This is really a super adventure about animals, about cats in this case. The children finally come home, but there are still, you know, there are problems. Where are the cats? What have they been up to? And are they actually helping each other? Well, you'll have have to read it to find out. It is a fantastic book. It's a wonderful story, beautifully illustrated. As I hope you're going to enjoy it. And I would say with a book like this, although I've chosen it for owlets, that older children could well enjoy this as well. And I hope you will enjoy if you print out the activities that I've written specially to accompany these books.